commercial real estate in, niches like senior housing, which is what we do. Very, very different types of properties, different metrics, if you will, different dynamics associated with that kind of property. So as a result, you're shifting and moving. And as you know, real estate is also very cyclical. Mm-hmm. So it depends on the market cycle that you're in and, how you might approach a particular deal or a particular asset class. So for example, a real good real life example of sort of a shift in the marketplace is office. Right? Mm-hmm. Rolling into COVID, office, specifically in larger cities, was a pretty good bet, right? But when COVID rolled around, you had people who were social distancing, not going into offices, and you had big companies saying, all right, well, you can work from wherever you are remotely, which then translated into we don't need as much office space. So, that's an asset class that I think fundamentally changed as a result of, that particular event. Conversely, look at what's now happening with data centers, right? And with data centers, you've got this big demand for those types of properties because of all the infrastructure that's needed for AI, right? Another example would be warehouse and industrial. And there's something called the last mile theory, which is where, for example, if you bought something from Amazon 5 years ago and you got it in a couple of days, you were happy. Roll forward a couple of years and you were expecting to get it overnight. Mm-hmm. Today, you've got to get it, within a couple of hours. What that means is that you've got to truncate your distribution system. So you've got these big warehouse properties, and then you've got these smaller warehouse properties that are closer to where that product is going to be distributed, right? So you've got this demand for different types of warehouse facilities, in different parts of the country. Well, if you drop a pebble into a pool of water, you see the ripples that go out from there, right? So if Amazon needs that warehouse space and they're buying up warehouse space, but you've got other businesses that still need warehouse space, that's that ripple, right? So again, it depends on, what asset class you're looking at.